Debonair. Okay.
So, how do you feel about this whole war on abortion?
Oh man, listen, I kind of want to stay on the fence about it because I done bought a lot of Plan B pills in my day, so I can't get like I can't really speak on it. I think you should get an abortion if you want to get one. I think it's solely up to the woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it's your right. Like there's no way in hell I can tell you whether to keep a child or not keep a child. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I hate the fact that there's a whole bunch of old ass, men that's sitting up in Congress and in the Senate and all this, that they're making these decisions for women. I think it should be solely made for women. Like they should have a women's vote, a women's ballot only. Like, you know what I'm saying? And have them vote on it themselves. Because if you want to get an abortion, you should be able to get an abortion. You know what I'm saying? At your own expense, not our taxpayers' expense. No, but pay for it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you go for it from there. But you can't sit there and say, oh, we're canceling abortion. Like, no, that's not right. Like what happened about, what happens if a woman was sexually assaulted and then she ended up getting pregnant by it? Like, she should be able to get an abortion if she wants an abortion. She shouldn't be forced to keep the child. That's not right.
Exactly. But I think, like, sometimes whenever I'm seeing things that are going on in politics and I always ask, like, what are the people who are voting on these laws getting out of this? Majority men. So what are you getting out of women being forced to have more children? They're trying to take women's rights. To me, it has nothing to do with saving unborn babies. It has everything to do with, I feel like some men in office are being threatened by women. Like, we're becoming far more educated, far more powerful. We had multiple women attempting to run for president. We haven't reached the office yet. I think that intimidates them. And how that works hand in hand with abortion, I know you're like, well, what does that have to do with the other?
It definitely has. No, it definitely correlates.
Yeah, women start having children, especially children that they do not want.
Yeah.
More people are going to be dropping out of school. There are the women who are pregnant and, go through school and do it. But there's the ones that don't.
Yeah.
So a lot more women are not going to be educated. A lot more women are going to feel like, oh man, I need to stay home and not be out there in the field working. And for the women who don't want to have kids and are forced to have them, whether it's rape or you just had unprotected sex with a person you didn't imagine yourself being with, or you just don't want to be a mom, what's going to happen to those children? The foster care system now is overwhelmed.
It's fair.
So like everything is decreased. They're not building as many houses anymore. There's no formula in the store. How are they going to feed these kids? The government's picky on helping women with children. Not a lot of these men want to have kids either. And they're going to be forced to be fathers, but they could take the high road. What happens to that single mom? How is she to work and provide for herself and take care of the baby at the same time? Some people don't have family to watch the baby. They're trying to take away women's rights. And they need if your name no longer exists, if people are not naming their children Theodore and you're in office, wrap you up and send you out. Like, how are you years old? You're pushing 90 years old and you're trying to tell people what to do. As for the people who are super religious and they're like, well, you're killing a life. Okay, I think you should have choice. If you get pregnant by like one night stand and you're pregnant, you want to keep your baby. So, okay, you keep your baby. But the girl who might be abusing that child when they're born and going through postpartum depression because I didn't want to have this kid in the first place, you're going to see more babies in dumpsters, babies showing up dead. It's not going to stop abortion. They're just going to be doing out of someone's garage and dying. So I don't know what.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree, man. I agree. I don't understand how these people is able to run around here and tell everyone else what to do with their own bodies. Number one. Number two, it's not even like the people that's voting for these bills are women. They're just straight men. I'm like, bro, y'all don't even know. Y'all barely know how the damn female body reproductive system works, let alone trying to tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it should solely be up to the woman, again, at her own experience. If you want to pay for your own abortion, pay for your own abortion. Like, you know what I'm saying? But part of the thing that's been going on is they're trying to make the taxpayers pay for people's abortion. So I think the taxpayer should pay for your abortion if you were sexually assaulted. All right, cool. Then yeah, that's taxpayers pay for it. But if you just run around here, living your damn best life and city girl with it and all that other crap, getting pregnant every other, no, bro. Okay, now you got to pay at your own expense. You know what I'm saying? So, but regardless, I think you should be able to get an abortion if you want an abortion. Get it. If you don't want the child, and I would prefer for you to have an abortion instead of having a child where you're not ready, where you can't afford it, you bring the child into their poverty. Like, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no if there's people that have kids and then immediately the first thing they do is get on Section 8, get on food stamps, get on all these damn government WICs, all these things, and it's just like, okay, well, if you knew this was going to happen, you should never have the child from the beginning. All right, cool, actually that's happened, but people do it so often, so much. Like, I got homeboys that got 4 damn kids, and I'm just like, bro, you like, come on, bro. The first one, cool. The second one, I'm like, the third one is just like, all right, bro, you tripping now. But 4, come on, bro. Nah, man, you doing this on purpose now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do stuff like that on purpose because they know for a fact that, Uncle Sam is going to step in and help them and take care of them. But I tell people all the time, Uncle Sam can wake up tomorrow on some, hey, yo, we not helping y'all out no more. And then what? What are you going to do?
No, exactly. And I feel like they do help, but not enough. And I hear what I'm saying. I know you're like, oh, but they pay for you to live somewhere. They give you food stamps to eat. They're doing everything. If you're able to get that. Like, a lot of the times, especially during the pandemic, Section 8, the lists were so long, filled with applications, they cut it out. So there's a lot of homeless people living out of motels, waiting for a call back, and it might take a year or 2. What are we going to do with all these extra kids? It doesn't make sense, especially over there in Texas, where they're forcing people to have babies because they have enough funds to control the population. But that's a whole different conversation. No, but like, it's just so gross. Like I said, we need younger people in office, and maybe like 40s, nothing younger than that, because I feel like we need to be more seasoned. But 40-year-olds need to be representing and speaking on our behalf. Because
I want younger people and more diversity as far as like race and gender. Like, it's like 90% men. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna need at least 50. Like, can we get 50-50? If not 50-50, 60-40? Like, damn, bro, that's like 90% men, 10% women, damn near 80-90% Caucasian men. And it's just like, bro, come on, we need more diversity than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why a lot of these laws, they reflect each other, because all of y'all have the same damn mindset. Y'all come from the same rich ass family. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you don't understand how it is growing up in poverty. So I would like to see more Black people, Hispanic people, Asian people up in these offices. But I don't know. No, you should be, if you want to have an abortion, get an abortion. Nobody should be able to tell you what you should do with your own body. And this is the reason why I'm so cautious. Every girl that I sleep with, I've always used condoms. I don't care what she tells me. Oh, take it off. No, bro, no, because I might actually hit, I may not be able to catch it in time, pull out in time. Now we having a baby with you, and I don't even want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to be extremely careful, bro. You have to be extremely careful, like, on purpose, with no kids. This wasn't an accident. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always make sure I damn use protection. And if I don't have any, hey, yo, we ain't doing nothing tonight. We gonna have to try it again tomorrow. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, seriously. And that's good that you're careful, because a lot of people are having babies with people they don't know.
Yeah.
And then they're running around like, I hate my baby dad, I hate my baby mom, but you didn't scope out who they were prior to having a baby.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Do you think that should have a say in abortion if they impregnated the woman? Like, I know you can sign away all your rights. Like, okay, she decided to have a baby that I don't want, so I'm signing over all my rights. Don't come after me for child support.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was about to say that. If I think that, like, for example, if I'm sleeping with whatever chick that I'm sleeping with, and I get her pregnant, and I tell her I don't want to have a child, I don't have a say as far as whether she should have abortion or not. But you shouldn't have a say on as far as, me being forced to sign a birth certificate, me being forced on child support or whatever case would be. Like, no, bro, I said I didn't want to have this child. I think that there should be some type of, if they're going to put a law in place, they should put that in place, because there's a lot of people that's being forced into that's being forced into these types of quote unquote binding contracts. Like, there was a story not too long ago where this guy was, I guess he had sex with some chick in a hotel. One of the hotel cleaner ladies, who was a female, found a condom and used the condom and inserted it in herself and impregnated herself, and then put the guy on child support. The guy took her to court and all that. It was a huge story.
Talk about bad luck.
It was a huge. I'm like, bro. First of all, you a rookie, bro. Who the hell? Like you in the hotel? Like no. Even when I'm at my house, I throw the condom in the toilet. I don't play like no, bro. I don't know what she's gonna do when I'm passed out. Like no, I don't play that. But anyway, yeah. So one of the clean lady found the condoms on the ground, took the condom. Of course, it was filled with semen. She put it inside her, got pregnant by whatever the guy is. Kept the room record numbers of who the car holder was. Tried to put him on child. Ended up putting him on child support. He had to take her to court and all this, that, and third. He won like years later. But yeah, man, it was just crazy. It was crazy. But with situations like that, I think that a lot of the times, like for example, even with the Drake thing, like with the girl that went to Drake's bathroom and took the condom out or something like that, and he put hot sauce in it. Yeah, like that was crazy. I'm like, bro, y'all not gonna put her in jail for fraud or something? Like y'all just gonna let that slide?
They need to start throwing these women in jail. They need to. Yeah, like it was set the tone. Like stop playing the system.
The finish line, I ran past it. So egotistic, so cocky, so conceited, cause I'm better than your average. I'm mad sick when I spit that shit. When I spit that flow, she gon' wonder.